Yo,
Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to the Coconut Podcast. I'm Izuru.
and I'm V. Welcome to episode 6, everybody. Good to see you all again.
Hi. What's been going on, bro? How you been? What's been happening?
Hey, bro, life's great. Can't complain, brother. Just been trying to take on some new hobbies, trying to keep it a bit more lively, trying to get some new things in rotation.
Yeah, for sure, bro. What kind of things?
I've been trying to take back on art a little bit more, trying to draw, fucking
Mm-hmm.
trying to learn how to speak again too. I don't know what's going on. I took up tattooing again as well.
That's fucking dope, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's about it.
That's mad, bro.
Yeah, trying to keep things rolling, but
Yeah, your tattoos are elite, bro. Like I've seen the growth, like legit exponential. So like
that
I'm
means
just
a lot, bro.
excited to see where it takes you in like the next few years, bro.
Thank you, bro. When you come by to get tatted, I'll make sure I absolutely fuck it up.
Ah, sweet. Sweet. I fuck up my backyard, you fuck up my leg. Sweet.
But yeah, thank you, man. That means a lot. What about you, bro? What's going on? I like the hat, brand new.
Nah, bro, pretty old, but just never gets the PDA, the public displays of affection that it needs. So,
It's crispy, bro. It's like
thanks, bro. Yeah.
like your smile and then the hat, bro.
Oh, I'm dead. But yeah, bro, not much has been happening, bro. Yeah, fuck, just been working on music, going for walks and stuff. I got a few like books for as a gift for my birthday and shit. So I've just been trying to start reading again. I've been reading this one, bro. It's called Ikigai. It's like it's the Japanese secret to a long and happy life, and it's pretty interesting, bro. Like the readers, the people that wrote the book, they went to there's like a village in Japan where like they have like the most, like the people that live the longest like in the world and shit, and they're like, what is the cause of them living so long, in their day-to-day life? And like these are people, like they're not just living long, like their quality of life even into like their 90s and like hundreds and stuff, they're still like, it's really high, they're still active, they like remember shit. And like when they looked at it, I guess the book kind of just explains like what those kinds of like what their findings are, and Ikigai is kind of like their way of life, I guess, is the thing, and it's pretty interesting. So I've just been slowly chipping my way through that, but yeah, otherwise it's been pretty calm, bro.
That's great, bro. That's great. But yeah, highly recommend everybody picks up a book. It's just a good way to pass time. But yeah, bro, that's great. What, did you get any other books or?
Yeah, bro, the other one is this book. It's called Ego is the Enemy. I haven't started reading it yet, but yeah, the cover's in red, so I'll probably be able to get through it fast, bro. It's ready speed, bro.
That's not how it works, bro.
That's how it works.
Everybody knows how good our English is, so yeah. Bro, you got a mad hat collection, don't you? I swear every time I see you, you have a different one.
Yeah, I've got quite a few hats, bro. This is from like back before, because like when I went to grow out my hair, like I hate fucking having my hair out, like especially when like the sides are long and shit. So then back then, I just kept buying, like I had like 10 hats and shit. Now like every time we go on like a trip or some shit, I like misplace one or two, and then like it's like slowly died down. So I need to start rebuilding my hat collection, bro.
Oh, bro, yeah, I understand the feels. I get it. I couldn't decide between my hats today as well, bro. I got this one as well. This one, wait, let me see if I can show you. This one.
Oh, that's dope, bro.
Yeah, it's mad. It's a bit faded because I used to wear it a lot.
That's when bro. Like that adds like a whole different vibe to it, bro, when it's like faded and shit.
Yeah, I love that hat, bro. But anyways, enough about hats, bro. Do you wanna tell our viewers about the updates about our channel?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, bro. Yeah, we got some mad feedback over the past, I think, few days regarding the channel and like the videos and all that. Some of the recommendations that we got are a bit hard to implement just because we're still doing shit over Zoom. But the main thing that we're going to try to do now is like have our videos a bit shorter and have it more topic based, I guess, like based on the question that's in the title. Is probably what we're going to try to do. So we'll have we'll still have like the 1 hour video uploaded, but we're going to break it down into like 2 or 3 questions and each question will be put up separately, and that section will just be focused around that question. So hopefully, that way it gives like the viewers, you guys, a bit more flexibility about what you want to watch and when you want to watch it, rather than having to sit through a whole 1 hour episode to kind of pick apart a few good things that you want to take away from it. So yeah, that'll be the way that we're going moving forward. Was there anything else I needed to add, bro? Or?
No, that's really it. We're going to be a bit more cautious about how we speak as well, because like I was telling Zuru before, I basically can't get a sentence out without swearing most of the time, but we'll work on that. So we'll try and cut down on that a little bit, and also try and keep out words that might offend anybody, because we are trying to get cancelled on YouTube for saying something a bit,
Right, yeah, and like I genuinely, like, it's not our intention to offend anyone as well, so that's the last thing that we really want to do.
Yeah, if we do say anything explicit that bothers you, just send me a message or something, and we'll either crop it out the video or take the video down. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, last thing we want to do is hurt anyone's feelings. Like, that's not why we started this. We started this to kind of bring people closer together. Not fucking, what's the word?
Yeah, like, I know what you mean, bro. But like, we're not here to be goody two shoes with everybody.
100%.
Here to offend anybody as well. So if it does bother you, just let us know. We'll deal with it. Okay, simple as that. But yeah, okay. I guess I'll introduce the topic.
Wait, bro. Before then, social medias.
Yeah.
So regarding our social medias, make sure that you guys follow us on Insta. At the Coconut Podcast, I think, or is it the official Coconut Podcast?
It's at the Coconut Podcast.
It's at the Coconut Podcast. There you go. Yeah, we haven't. We haven't talked about our socials in a minute, so that's. So I'll have that little thing down the bottom of the video, and we'll get that going. The other thing is, we haven't uploaded many of our on Spotify, many of our podcasts on Spotify. So that'll be what we plan to do next. On Spotify, we won't be breaking it down into questions, though. It'll just be the whole 1 hour or however long, like the full length clip on there. But yeah, otherwise, I think that is about all that I have to do in terms of the social media side. What do you reckon? Anything else?
Yeah, if you want easy access to all the videos and the Spotify and all that, there's a link tree in the bio of the Insta, so that's the easiest way to reach us. I think our personal Instas are there as well, so if you want to contact us, that's the easiest way to do it. That's about it, man.
That's about it. Easy, bro. Introduce the topic and we'll hop right into it.
Yeah, so with the topic, we actually had a viewer come to us who was having a bit of tropical. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, it's just one of those days, bro. All right. So we had a viewer come to us who was having a bit of trouble with insecurities recently. So they wanted us to share a bit of light on how to deal with that and like sort of how they could combat that and just get better mentally. So the questions we want to address, basically, first one we want to is define insecurity and what do these insecurities come from? Where do they stem from? And then we also want to touch on like how insecurities can impact your life and the people around you, your mental state, all that kind of thing. And then the final thing we kind of want to touch on is like how to actually like pinpoint these insecurities and how to actually deal with them, how to take steps towards beating them. But yeah.
Sweet. So we'll start off with the first question. I'll ask you. So what's your definition of insecurities and where do you reckon that they actually stem from, bro?
Oh man, to be honest, I don't know how to really define what an insecurity is. I would say it's kind of like a, not a flaw. I would say it's a flaw in confidence. Like it's something that you kind of put in your own head, if that makes sense. It's like an internal battle you have with yourself, where you can't distinguish between what's really going on and what's going on in your head. Like you can't decide what is more real. So you basically make up scenarios that are usually negative and that lead you to like a destructive path. But honestly, defining it is, I don't know, bro. How would you define it, man?
Bro, yeah, I don't even know. Like, I agree completely with what you said. Like, it's kind of, I feel like a majority of insecurities are kind of self-made, self-perpetrated, self-perpetuated. Um, but like, maybe it's like, it's things that we kind of feel anxious about. So if it's like if I was to give an example, you know, it might be like my height, or like like the size of my body, or the size of my legs, or how smart I am, or the way that I sound when I speak, you know, like little things like that that you think people um, might look down upon you for, or ridicule you for, when but most of the time they don't really. I guess is the, like, you know, it's just things that yeah, it's kind of like what you said, it's in our head and we feel anxious about it. um, yeah, I think that's how I would kind of
Yeah, I think everybody has an understanding of what an insecurity is on a different level, but everybody has some understanding of what it is. Everybody's felt what it's like to have an insecurity. So defining it is difficult, as you can tell, but as far as defining it goes, everybody knows what we're talking about when we say insecurities.
For sure. And yeah, what do you like, where do you think it stems from, bro? Like, what do you think causes one to have an insecurity?
No, I think the biggest thing that leads to insecurities is overthinking, I'd say, man. It's just yeah, overthinking 100%. It's kind of like best way to put it is, for example, if you went to like a job interview or something, after you have the interview, the only thing you can think about is like, how well did I do? Like, am I gonna get the job? Am I not gonna get the job? And that question just constantly lingers in your head until you get a response, right? But it obviously applies to everything, not just like anything outcome based, I would say. Like anything that has a like one thing could happen or the other thing could happen. But I think the way the insecurity stems is that you become so attached to one side of the outcome, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you're so caught up that you want something to happen that you get in your own head and you're like, if this doesn't happen, I'm screwed. Like, I'm fucked. I don't know what to do if it doesn't happen. I think that's really what it comes from, man. Like, if I put it into like a relationship kind of scenario, it also has like a level of trust. You have to have a level of trust in yourself and your partner, right? You have some sort of outcome in your head where, like, for example, if you send your partner a text and they don't reply within however long they're usually replying, right? You get up all in your head like, well, what are they doing? Are they okay? This, that. And you're so, you kind of create this false scenario in your head where they might not be okay. They might be in trouble. They might be hurt, whatever. And in reality, they might just be asleep, right?
Yeah.
So, like, that's what happens. We kind of put that outcome in our head, and we make it so real by thinking about it so much and just thinking about all those little intricacies that make it real. And we can't judge what is actually real, like what's happening and what's in our head. And that's what leads to that kind of like that anxiety that you can't deal with what might happen when it comes.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Yeah, damn, that's a really good breakdown, bro.
Just a rant, bro, but it's difficult to put it into like a surefire example because there's so many different things that it comes down to. But if I had to like summarize it in a sentence, I'd say being attached to the outcome is what leads to insecurity.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, bro, that's what I think insecurities kind of stem from. Like, I don't know how well I answered that question, but I think just comes down to you being uncertain of the outcome and your mental just not being able to deal with it. But yeah, what would you say it is, man? What would you say insecurities stem from, really?
Bro, for me, I think I have a very different kind of route to where you see it from. I think it comes from experience. So like we're a product of our experiences, right? So, like, I know, like with curry girls, like especially like my sisters and stuff, like it would be like they tell me, right, like girls, especially brown girls, like they go through like you know, like if you're like the lighter your skin is, the more prettier you are and that kind of shit. So like they don't go out into the sun, like all these kind of like we're lucky we don't have to deal with that stuff, right? But like for them it actually like it impacts their lives like in a very heavy way, right?
Yeah.
And like obviously like there are like some girls that it's to the point where like they're putting on fairness, what's it, like Fair and Lovely and shit, because they want to,
I've heard of
you know what I mean? And like I think that it's kind of like those insecurities stem from people saying that, oh, like you're not good enough as you are, right? And because of that, then you're like, fuck, like how do I conform, or how do I look, like how do I conform to the large society? So like you don't want to stand out, so then you start doing shit that makes you fit in with everyone else. Does that kind of make sense? Like I think that's where it stems from. And like even in I guess when we look at it in a relationship, once again it stems from experience, you know what I mean? And also ego as well. I think like the ego is there, I've said this in previous videos as well, but I think the ego is there to kind of protect us in a way. So like it's the wall that comes up whenever someone tries to hurt us and shit, right? So it kind of like your insecurities kind of thrive when your ego like is vulnerable, or when you're vulnerable, right? So when you have like deep feelings for someone else, there's a kind of maybe like a realization, fuck, they can hurt me, you know what I mean? Like they have my soul in their hands, so they can hurt me, so therefore like I got to try to keep them closer and stuff, right? And that's when like your insecurities start flaring up. Fuck, like maybe she's cheating on me, or he's cheating on me, or I wonder what if he's talking to someone else, or she's talking to someone else, you know, all these kinds of little things. It comes to the point where I'm not enough, you know what I mean? Like, and you kind of get worried, fuck, like that, like they can do better than me, or all these other things. But like I think the root of that is maybe like self-esteem, like a lack of, I guess that's what insecurity is, feeling insecure in who you are as a person, feeling anxious of I think we'll just wait for the Wi-Fi to just clear up. Is it all good now?
Yeah, I think so. I can hear you pretty
clearly. Sorry. Yeah, like it's kind of, you know, it stems from not being able to kind of be happy with who you are as a person, you know. I think that's where it stems from. Does that, like, hopefully that made sense?
Yeah, definitely, brother. I think we had some different takes on it, but they both make a lot of sense. Well, yours definitely makes a lot of sense. I don't know what the hell I was saying. But,
no, bro, you were speaking facts as well.
Yeah, I agree. Like, what do you call it? Insecurities can stem a lot from confidence, and it can be based on a lot of what other people say as well. But I think in a way they're kind of connected to like the reason you have an insecurity about what someone says about you, because it's outcome based. You know what I mean? Like you tend to think like, oh, if I had lighter skin, maybe these people wouldn't say anything about me. It like I wouldn't stand out. You know what I mean? So in a way they're kind of connected. So I think you made some pretty good points there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So hopefully that answers the first question.